If you do not believe in luck, then today you will definitely reconsider your opinion. I will show you amazing examples of how people manage to avoid danger when it seemed almost unreal. Let's go.
You will never get into such a situation because I wish you good luck.
The man working at the races clearly whispered something to the spirits of the forest, and a tree saved the man from imminent death, that is, a racing car flying at full speed into him. Surely after that he thought hard about changing jobs. The cyclist decided to drive through the tunnel through which the railway passed. When he drove in, there was no train inside the tunnel, but then he heard a sound. The train was racing at a very high speed. The man started pedaling as fast as he could. Imagine how he felt at that moment. As soon as he left the tunnel and managed to turn off the rails, the train immediately rushed past. Even if you are just standing on the side of the road with your motorcycle, it is still very dangerous. A tractor that skidded on a turn abruptly began to drive at the man, but at the last second the man was saved by a passing car that collided with the tractor, and the man was only slightly pushed. After all, a motorcycle is the most dangerous form of transport. Some drivers behave too self-confident behind the wheel, they consider themselves real pros. But in fact, the fact that they managed to avoid an accident is only a matter of chance and incredible luck. Just look at what this driver is doing, he almost knocked down a motorcyclist and a cyclist in just a second. Fortunately, there were no injuries. A huge pole suddenly fell on the car and on its front part, but the obviously healthy driver was able to get out of the remaining hole and began to look around in shock. Yes, the roof of the car was crushed by a blow, but at such a moment the last thing you think about is the condition of the roof of the car. Did you play various obstacle races as a child? It seems these guys on a motorcycle were real pros there, so they managed to drive through a pile of bricks that rained down on them from a passing van. This gathering of men on tiny chairs was suddenly interrupted by a huge funnel opening. Bullfighting can be a merciless place for people, but if you have a little wit and a lot of luck, then all the bulls who are trying to take you on the horns will collide with each other and you will remain unharmed. A great attraction for those who are tired of parachutes and bungee jumping. Didn't everyone say that you can't look at welding? Because you can see such a collapse. But fortunately, the welder was not injured at all. It will be a reminder to him that he needs to work in a helmet. Some people can remain calm even in the most dangerous situations. This guy was standing on the very edge of the road, and there was an accident right in front of his nose, but he wasn't even touched. After that, he just calmly walked away a couple of meters. Amazing composure. The driver of the car was calmly driving in his lane next to a huge truck and seemed to feel something. He started driving slower, and the truck immediately crashed sharply into the next lane. Needless to say, if the driver had been hit by a truck, there would have been very few chances for a happy outcome. Sometimes it seems that the earth literally goes out from under your feet, and sometimes it does not seem. This man, if he took a couple of steps slower, could collapse along with this earth, but fortunately he was born in a shirt. A year ago, the plane crashed directly into the Pacific Ocean off the coast of the United States. According to the pilot, the engine failed for no apparent reason. Fortunately, everything ended well. Pilot David and his girlfriend Kayla not only remained alive and well, but also managed to record a video standing on the wing of a sinking plane. As you can see, they don't even seem scared. On another single-engine vessel, his friend Owen flew nearby, who captured the moment of the disaster. The man was very scared, but after 5 minutes David called him directly from the ocean and said that he was fine. During floods, drivers are in great danger. In these frames, we see that only a small fence restrained the car, which could have been washed down by a powerful stream of water. To save the woman who was driving, a whole team of rescuers arrived at the scene. With their help, everything ended safely. The man was lying carelessly next to his car, which suddenly started rolling backwards. To his incredible happiness, he was lying exactly between the wheels, so there were no injuries, well, except for mental ones. He will still have to pay for the damage to other people's cars. A lot of roads are laid through forests, and if the weather conditions are normal, then usually drivers have nothing to worry about. But in 2014, something incredible happened in Slovakia. When the author of the video was driving a car with fellow travelers, the forest began to fall along one of these roads. Trees fell one by one for no apparent reason at a distance of 100 meters, but miraculously the car did not fall under any of them. The driver and passengers escaped with a slight fright. Sometimes, just looking up while you're cleaning your car next to home can save your life, and so it turned out for this man, who managed to run away from the metal door that fell from above. What happened at all is the next question to which he will look for an answer being alive. Remember that pedestrians are also road users and may suffer as a result of an accident. Never stand too close to the roadway even if you are waiting for a green light. Because sometimes something like this happens. Every driver should be extremely attentive on the road, but those who manage public transport have even greater responsibility. They certainly shouldn't be reckless. But as you can see, some still violate the security rules. I don't know what made this driver do this, but it's definitely not worth taking an example from him. This cute dog was slowly running along the racetrack, unaware that the competition was going on right now, and in just a few seconds one of the cars would fly a few centimeters from her head. Moreover, she ran after the car, barking with displeasure. Indeed, competitions are good, but they should not interfere with an easy walk. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your like and write in the comments which video you like the most. See you soon. Peace.